A lot of people are also talking about your time as governor. They said that was how you also owned an account offshore abroad, Panama Papers released and things like that. And they are saying that you've not been held accountable also for that. I know you've given explanations in the past, but they're also bringing that issue up, election period.
They shouldn't bring it up. Everything that concerns me was properly declared. And when that came out in the paper, it was so many things were alleged. I would say the authorities investigated it, and it's very straightforward. Rufai, in this country today living, I am the only person who can claim, I don't know any other one, that when I finished being governor, the day I left office, 17th of March 2014, that Rufai, the government which I served on was not owing any salary to anybody that is due to receive a salary from government. Any pension or gratuity, no contractor who has executed his job will say he's being owed. No contractor who has supplied will say he's being owed. And the month I left, while I left 17th, I provided enough money to pay salary of that month, pension, gratuity for that month, and left in coffers of Anambra State government $150 million. Left 36 billion naira, and about the same amount in investment the day I left. All these things people are saying, oh, he took money. Have you ever seen any thief who have left what he can steal, even in church? When you go to church, they say, mind your phone. I left $150 million. Nobody asked me to save in dollars, though. I saved money for Anambra State in dollars. Save money for them in naira. If the dollars are left is still there today, Anambra State would have been sitting on over $300 and something million. Dollars. Nobody asked me. I did it myself. And I left it there. So how can I leave it there and be running around with all these small people and taking 10 million naira here, taking 1 million naira here? No, it's not necessary.
Okay. Another question I'd like to ask you. A lot of people have said you are always chickening out of problems. That's why you left the ADC. That you are not ready to be able to face a candidate like Atiku in a party primary. That after coming together with them, you chickened out and you walked away. And the same thing too, you couldn't harmonize Labour Party. What's your reaction to all of that?
They are very right. When people put fire in your house, you don't stay.
Who put fire in your house?
No, I don't know. You know what the government of today is doing. They should actually thank me for being able to anticipate the problems of tomorrow and going away from it. They can't say I walk away from problem. Rufai, when I became governor, go and ask people in Anambra State. Anambra was one of the most difficult states to govern. I brought peace, a bit of unity, security, transformation in it. You can go and check the records. They are there. They're open. Go and see comments of the former IG of police, where he said Anambra is the safest state in the past 5 years. The record is there. Go and look at what NECO wrote in 2013, that Anambra is the best result. This was a result of effort of doing the right thing. On people talking about primaries and everything. Yes. And let me tell you, there's nothing wrong in a party having coalition and going to. The best and most popular president of Indonesia today is a man known as Joko Widodo. A coalition came together and brought him to come and be their candidate. So they can do that. In this country, we have not been able, the political class have not reached a point where they say, let's sacrifice for the country. Rufai is better. Let's go with him. Rufai must be subjected to all sorts of marginalization, and I choose what I choose because for me, the commitment is about serving the country.
Okay. So you chose what you chose because commitments of outside the country, not because you can play the politics to ensure that you at least stabilize. Because people are asking, how will you stabilize the country if you see crisis? Is that how you are going to run?
Rufai, a man who subjects himself to general election can be running for primary. So there must be something within that space that he doesn't want to. Otherwise, I'm not asking Nigerians to enthrone me without election. What is the difference between primary election and general election? I've subjected myself to general election. What they're talking about is like you want to go and play in the big league, and people who are playing street match want you to say, why are you not playing in the street? Because they know that in the street there's no rules. Anybody can just do this, no referee. They can even break your leg. So I want to play where the system is. Let there be free and fair election in Nigeria. You know that in the last election, I won. Forget about
where's your proof that you won?
Forget about the proof.
They didn't declare
one
you.
Day they won't declare me.
Yeah.
But I can tell you,
I've
contested election in Nigeria as a presidential candidate and won. Leave who was declared. One day the story will be told. For now, I can tell you, I'm offering myself.
But we don't have evidence.
I'm offering myself for general election in Nigeria. I don't want to talk about the one day the process will be correct. The process will be transparent, and it will happen.
This time around, you are going. If you don't win this time, this is going to be your last time. You're not going to run for president again.
Well, for me, it depends on what happens, right? I don't want to say it because people might think maybe I'm saying because of some people. I believe that if at this morning, you will not believe this, a secondary school pupil asked me a question. If you run this time, will you run again? And I said no. He said, why? I said, because if I don't run now, by the next time it comes, believing in the zoning formula, it will go north. And if it goes north in 2031, by the time it comes again to south, I told him I'll be 78 years old. I don't think I'll be doing this at that age.
So this is your last time to run?
But I said it depends. If it's still in south, in the next election, maybe, but the probability is very slim.
No, but it will be in the north because we have to respect the zoning arrangements.
Well, I don't know till after the election. But I can tell you, if what I told you now is where we happen, I will not be running.
Why is it that you couldn't work with Atiku?
No, who said I couldn't work with Atiku?
I mean, but you left the ADC.
Can't you see what's happening in ADC?
Some people are asking, is it a must that you must be on the presidential ballot?
No. Can't you see what's happening in ADC?
Yes, I've seen what is happening in ADC.
And you think and anybody should stay there?
But people are also saying NDC too has been taken to court as regards your party registration. When you talk about court cases,
no, we don't have that. We don't have 3 presidential candidates now. We don't have that situation. The situation, every situation has its own decision. When the court decides that we're not there, that's it. And you ask, is there a must I must be
on the presidential
ballot? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm offering myself.
The question people are asking, Juan Kaso was on the presidential ballot in the last election, but today he's your running mate, he's your vice.
There's nothing wrong in that. Let me tell you. You can even ask me that. Let me tell you, in the last election, if you add Abuja because they've added Abuja, if you add Abuja because they've added Abuja as a state now, Juan Kaso won one of the states. President Tinubu, Vice President Atiku and myself had 3 states, 12 states each. Even that happened because they took 2 of mine. They took Rivers and Benue. Otherwise, I would have had 14. As I said, if they did the right thing, I won. But however...
Are you going to tell us the story of how they took Rivers and Benue from you?
You know, everybody knows it. Even children were street to know that. Everybody knows that. Even in INEC portal for a long time, it was there. The result was very clear. But that's not what I'm challenging today. But to tell you that you cannot tell somebody who wants 12 states, is there a must? He must be on ballot. When other people want 12 states, you can no longer take me as a marginal contender.
Okay. But President Tinubu is making inroads into the East. A lot of
this is never yes, Peter Obi respond to the corruption allegation. You understand? So where people the league is to say when he was governor of Anambra State, you understand? He steal all the money, you understand? So now he don't come meet them, you understand? Say when he was a governor, he say he keep money. He still keep money. He not collect anything. You understand me? He still not collect anything. So all those people they carry that program they go. You understand? So now they know. You understand? They know. Because anything with this money, anything with this money, you go see go verify. Truly, if you go see go verify, and the fact. You understand? So you also discuss concerning the exit from ADC. So I take exit. So that's what it be. You understand? So